Good morning, Nooners. It's Monday, and it is time to get nerdy. Well, that's not necessarily true, but it is video response week, and it is time to respond to some videos, hence video response week. Today I'm going to be responding to John and Hank's latest video on Vlogbrothers. If you don't know who Vlogbrothers are, I don't know why you're on a 5 Awesome channel. You know, it's going to be a response, so just look down below and you'll see the response there. These glasses are very uncomfortable because they have a prescription, whereas my eyes do not need one. So I'm going to get rid of those. Personally, I love when the Vlogbrothers are teaching things because it's just the best way I learn, and I like learning. So this week, I'm going to be teaching you guys a couple of things. So basically, I want to tell you guys about string theory, but I'm not going to tell you about all of it because that shit is confusing. I'm just going to tell you about the 10 dimensions of space. So the first couple are easy. First of all, we have the 0th dimension, which is just a point in space. Then we get into the first dimension. The first dimension is 2 points in space that line up to make a line. Then you have the second dimension, which is a plane in space. So we have 3 points, and that lines up to make a triangle, which is a plane. So you have that sort of area, but you don't have any depth. And then we come into the third dimension, which is what we're living in. We have depth, and we have, area. And in the second dimension, you wouldn't have been able to look up or down or forward or back because there's no real forward or back. There's just side to side, and that's it. In the third dimension, we can look up and down and forward and back. We can look side to side. We can, we kind of have more room, and that's, the only thing that we really understand at all outside of theory. Then we come into the fourth dimension, which is called space-time. Imagine that we have this orange. This is a 3D object, right? Yes, of course it is. It's an orange, so, you know what an orange is. Then we get another orange. This is space-time. We have one orange here, and this is the same orange, but it's over here. And imagine that there's lines connecting these two oranges. They're both the same thing, but they're in different points in time. So with space-time, we can see the beginning of the world to the end of the world in that actual timeline that we live in. It can't be changed. Then we come into the 5th dimension, and that's when parallel universes becomes a possibility. We get our 2 oranges, and this is what we have, and this is our normal area. But then we have this orange going to a completely different orange, and I don't have 3 arms, so I can't show you this with oranges. Why am I using oranges? Oh my god. My point is, you have all the possibility in this world, and then what if you decided not to watch this video? Or what if I decided not to make this video? That branches off into a completely different universe. And that's 5th dimension. And then the 6th dimension is where everything gets kind of confusing. You can begin comparing 2 parallel universes. The 7th dimension is more about beginnings. It not only, like the 5th and 6th dimension, allows you to look at different parallel universes, but it allows you to look at the way they were began. Like, if one was started with a Big Bang, and another was started in somehow a different way. What would have been the difference there, and would it have made a difference further up in the timeline? In the 8th dimension, we have to start talking about infinity. Infinity is the idea of everything that could possibly happen in one world. So if our world was started by the Big Bang, then every single decision from the Big Bang onwards is part of the infinity. Then in the 9th dimension, you have several different infinities. Maybe they won't all have the same laws of physics, and all of those infinities are accessible. Basically, the 9th dimension is most everything. The 10th dimension is possibly the coolest thing I have ever heard. In the 10th dimension, everything imaginable happens, and it all happens at the same time. If you can think of it, and if you can imagine it happening, it's all within the realm of possibility. And then we just have to stop there after that. We can't go into an 11th or 12th dimension because everything imaginable has already been covered in the 10th. I love string theory. Hopefully some of you guys learned something. Guys, I can't wait to see what you respond to this week. Hopefully you respond to this so I can learn a bit more about something awesome from you guys. And Brittany, I'll see you tomorrow.